सहनानवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. May the Lord protect us both. May He nourish us both. May He make us strong. May we be brilliant in our studies. May we never have any disputes. Om, peace, peace, peace. My name is Vimal Velani, and with me I have Neil Velani. Together we will present today's VDAT session. Before we get started, here is some basic information. The objective is to help you prepare for VDAT Level 2 exam. As we do that, we will learn and also refresh few Vedic concepts. We will specifically focus on the W's, why, what, which and when, to understand our practices and belief. The material presented here will mostly be in line with VDAT2 curriculum booklet. The content presented here is appropriate for age groups 10 through 14. The presentation will be in English with use of essential Sanskrit terminology. At the end of the session, there will be a short quiz to validate your understanding. So let us begin with an overview of the session topic, which is Yajna. This topic can be broken down into three subsections, namely Yajna, Brahm Yajnya and Dev Yajnya. Under the topic of Yajna, we will understand what is Yajna and the synonyms for Yajna. What are types of Yajna? Three aspects of Yajna. Under Brahm Yajnya, we will discuss what is Brahm Yajnya and the synonyms for the word Brahm Yajnya. What are the benefits, structure and brief interpretation of Sandhya. Under Dev Yajnya, we will discuss what is Dev Yajnya, what are the synonyms of this word, three aspects of Dev Yajnya and benefits of Dev Yajnya.
Dad, what are you working on?
Preparing for VDAT2 session for my young friends.
What's the topic? Never mind, I just noticed it's Yajna.
Yes, did you know Yajna is known by many different names?
Yeah, a few of them are Homa, Agnihotra, and most common to me is Havan.
Not only that, the word Yajna is spelled and pronounced in many different ways.
That's interesting, why so?
First of all, in different parts of India, the word is pronounced differently, and further in English, phonetically it is written in several different ways. In most of the cases, Sanskrit conjunct consonants has this issue.
Interesting.
What do you understand by the word Yajna?
Well, Yajna is performing a fire ceremony by lighting fire in Havankund with ghee and samida, chanting selected Vedic mantras and offering oblations of ghee and samagri.
You're right. This is the general understanding of most of the people. However, in true sense, the word Yajna covers a broader spectrum. Virtuous conduct at all three levels, thoughts, words, deeds, and selflessly helping others achieve the same goal is Yajna. Just like fire, Yajna kindles and enlightens our soul by praying and meditating to Ishwar. In true sense, Yajna is doing virtuous deed, being generous, and living in harmony with nature and natural resources.
Now I recall, performing rituals and offering oblations to please Ishwar and to fulfill worldly desires is not Yajna. Dad, I gotta go.
You sure? It would be nice to work with you through this presentation.
I'd love to, but I have to be somewhere.
Okay, I will see you later. Thanks. Come in, beta. Can I help you?
I changed my mind. Can I still join you?
Sure. How come you changed your mind?
Well, Ved sab satya vidyao ka pustak hai. Ved ka padna padana or sunna sunana sab ayo ka param dharma hai. I thought this was a good opportunity to learn and also share with my young friends what I learned.
So let us begin where we left off. What are the 5 daily duties of a human being?
Well, those are Brahm Yajnya, Dev Yajnya, Pitru Yajnya, Atithi Yajnya, and Bali Vaishva Deva Yajnya. Together, they are also known as Panch Maha Yajnas. This was one of the topics of VDAT 1, so that's easy.
Correct. This topic was covered in detail in VDAT 1. Let us briefly review it, since our actual topic is about 2 of those yajnas. Daily prayers to God, which includes Sandhya, Upasana, and self-study of Vedic scriptures, is Brahm Yajnya. Understanding the meaning along with the recitation of the mantra is critical to praying. In prayers, we express our gratitude to God. In return, we receive inner strength. Performing and participating in Agnihotra is Dev Yajnya. Understanding the Havan mantras and rituals help us become virtuous. Offering ghee and samagri to the fire during Havan purifies air to help reduce pollution and regulate the water cycle. Serving our grandparents, parents, elders, teachers, saints, sages, and learned people is Pitri Yajna. It is our moral obligation to respect and serve people who selflessly help and guide us. However, the practice of offering oblations to dead parents is forbidden, and from Vedic perspective, it is not considered Pitri Yajna. Service and hospitality to our guest is Atiti Dev Yajna. Service to all mankind cultivates love and goodwill within us. Learned people such as saints, sages, Swami, Guru, Acharya, and their disciple inspire us to become virtuous. It is our duty to support them. Showing kindness and care towards all living beings is Baliveshwa Dev Yajna. Mercy and high regards for animal life promotes compassion and kindness in our hearts. Respect every life form in this universe. Curious, do you know what our scriptures say about Yajna?
As per Shatpat Brahman, Yajyo vai shreshtam karma. Yajnas are the most important deeds in life. In the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is known as Jnana Yoga, Yogiraj Sri Krishna tells to Arjun, Shreyan dravyamayad yajnad, jnana yajnaha parantapa. Sacrifice of knowledge is better than sacrifice of any oblations.
Now let us look at the 3 aspects of Yajna, which can be summarized as work together with like-minded people for welfare of the society and all living beings. Did you know every word in Sanskrit is derived from a root word, which can help you understand the contextual meaning of the actual word?
So what's the root word for yajna?
Yaj, which has 3 different meanings, namely Dev Puja, Sangatikaran, and Dan.
I know dan means charity, but what are the meanings of the other words?
Dev Puja is honoring, respecting, and worshipping Devas. The question is, who is a Dev? People who selflessly and generously give to others without expecting anything in return are Devs. The physical entities such as space, fire, air, water, and earth are also called Dev because they are very helpful to humankind. Sangatikaran includes satsang and swadhyay. Satsang is keeping the company of virtuous people, following and supporting seekers of truth, organizing and participating in welfare programs that benefit everyone. Swadhyaya is listening and reading Vedic scriptures, which help us grow spiritually and also give us inner strength to promote truth.
Now I get it. This reminds me of Sangatan Sukht, prayer of unity that we recite after Havan. Sangachadam samvaradam sanno manansi janatam deva bhagam yata purve samjanana upasate. Giving selflessly to deserving people or cause without any desire for fame or recognition is dan. There are 3 ways to donate for a worthy cause. Physical, to serve or help. Mental, to counsel or encourage. Monetary, money or gifts. But it's important to remember, donation of ill-gotten money is not dan, nor does it offset the sin.
The main thing to remember is, one should make all possible effort in making physical, mental, and spiritual progress in life, but should also make an effort for physical, mental, and spiritual well-being of the society.
That is very much like the 9th principle of Arya Samaj. No one should be content with promoting only his own good. On the contrary, he should look for his good in promoting the good of all.
Now that we have a good background of Yajna, let us proceed with the first topic, Brahm Yajnya, also commonly known as twilight meditation. Do you know why twilight?
Yes, because Brahm Yajnya has to be performed twice a day. Once in the morning before sunrise and a second time in the evening at sunset. Just as a doctor prescribes us medicine when we are sick, in the same way Ishwar has prescribed this yajna so we can enjoy peace in our lives. Isn't Brahma Yajna commonly referred as Sandhya?
Yes, it is also known as Sandhya Upasana or Sandhya Yoga Upasana.
The word upasana indicates to sit near God.
The word sam means to do properly and dhya means meditation. So Brahma Yajna is all about individual or personal meditation.
So essentially, Ishwar Stuti Pratna Upasana means praise, prayer, and meditation of God. And for that, one must properly understand the true nature, characteristics, and deeds of Ishwar.
Absolutely. To break it down further, you may say listening, thinking, and contemplating on teachings of Vedic mantra, meditating on qualities of God, self-study of Vedic scriptures, incorporating 8 steps of yoga in personal life, true devotion, and surrender to God. Unless we understand the benefits of what we are doing, it is difficult to keep ourselves engaged in that activity. So let us look at the benefits of Sandhya Upasana. Let us take turns listing some of these key benefits.
It gives us inner joy and strength to follow the righteous path in life, brings humbleness and cultivates love and compassion for all living beings, makes you fearless and tolerant, able to withstand extreme adverse conditions, enables you to concentrate, which helps you quickly understand complex subject matters.
It improves memory and sharpens intellect, helps discern between right and wrong, increases willpower to act truthfully, expands understanding of spiritual knowledge, achieves ultimate peace, tranquility, and joy, leads to enlightenment and moksha.
Can you tell me about moksha?
It is a long topic, but let me give you a quick overview. Moksha is only attained through persistent effort and trial. Cause of moksha is pursuit of knowledge of dharma and adharma. Living life with an attitude of detachment leads to moksha. Detachment means enjoy life as a gift and a grace of God and not as an honor. Before we move on to the next subtopic, let me highlight what is not Sandhya. It will clarify some false notion about Sandhya. Simply reciting mantras without understanding their meanings is not Sandhya. Just jap or working through the rosary beads is not Sandhya. Also singing bhajans and devotional song is not Sandhya.
Can you explain the different steps of Sandhya?
That is exactly what we are going to do to discuss the next topic. Do you remember the steps of Sandhya?
I can try. We begin with a prayer to fulfill our desires to bring us peace and prosperity. 2. We pray for a healthy, strong, and illness-free body, mind, and senses. We seek true knowledge, wisdom, and heart full of love and compassion for all. 3. Pranaya mantra, breathing exercise to concentrate. 4. Accepting Ishvara alone as the creator, maintainer, and dissolver of this universe. He created the universe in the past and will continue to do so in the future after every dissolution. Any action performed by mind, body, and speech of every living being is known by him. And by the virtue of that, he alone has the capacity to give us fruits of our action. May we follow his guidance and inspiration to do only virtuous deeds and never commit any sin. We accept his omnipresence and mentally realize his presence in all directions. 6. We meditate upon his divine and virtuous nature, qualities, and deeds, and seek knowledge, strength, inspiration, and potential to follow the right path. May we live 100 years and beyond following Dharma. 7. We offer our respect and prayers with immense love and dedication, with the only objective to continue selflessly fulfilling our desires by righteous means, since that is the only way to freedom from all suffering. And 8. Finally, we end with the Shanti Mantra.
That was amazing. You covered everything. Let me just add few more details. Sandhya can be looked upon as two parts, essential and non-essential. Non-essential part is preparatory only. Though for both parts, reciting the mantras is mandatory, but based on time, place and availability, some of the steps outlined in the preparatory step can be omitted.
Can you cover where and how one should sit, the posture part?
Sure, let us begin with that. The Sanskrit word for that is asan. You may sit inside or outside your home in a quiet and peaceful place that is free from distractions and properly ventilated. The surface or the mat you sit on should be soft. Sit cross-legged if possible. Your head, neck and spine should properly be aligned. In other words, don't slouch. More important, relax your mind and body. Now let us briefly go over the steps. First step is snan, which means bathing. It includes bathing your body, mind, intellect and soul. It is understandable one can clean the physical body with water. But how about mind, intellect and soul? As per Manusmriti, you must clean your body with water, clean your mind with truthful act, clean your intellect with knowledge, clean your soul with vision of reality and discipline. Second is Achman mantra, sipping water to relieve irritation or dryness of throat before reciting the mantras. Third comes Marjan mantra, sprinkle water on the face and other parts of the body to remove drowsiness. Up to here, it is considered preparatory steps. Sipping water and sprinkling water parts are optional based on time, place and its availability. However, as indicated earlier, the mantras should be recited and their meanings and significance should be understood, which holds true for all the essential steps as well. Exactly as you said, the fourth is pranayam. It helps to control breath, burns off all the impurities and elevate your soul. Fifth is agmarshan mantra. In short, intense desire to keep away from the thought of sin. Next comes mansa paramikrama mantra. Mental rotation in all directions of space and feeling the presence of God. Seventh is Upasthan mantra, realizing that all-pervading God is the source of true knowledge, peace and tranquility. and happiness. Then comes Stuti, Pratana, Upasana. You nicely explained that. This is glorification, prayer and meditation of God. Ninth is surrender to God with proper understanding to seek guidance and inspiration with objective to elevate yourself and help others achieve the same. This is called Samarpan, which means unconditional surrender with understanding. And finally, Namaskar, to express our gratitude, love, respect and honor to God.
So that brings us to our next topic, Dev Yajnya.
Yes, what is Dev Yajnya?
Dev Yajnya is a ceremony that starts with lighting fire in the Havan Kund, chanting mantras as prayers, and offering oblations of ghee, samhita, and samagri to purify and brighten the surrounding environment.
It is usually a group activity including family, friends, and other respected members of the society. It is often conducted as part of weekly or daily satsang. Do you know why Dev Yajnya is known as Havan or Agnihotra?
It is known as Havan because oblations of samhita and samagri offered to fire is called Havi. It is also known as Agnihotra because we express our gratitude, respect, and honor to Agni, which refers to one of the many names of Ishwar. Ishwar is referenced as Agni in the very first mantra of Rig Veda. So what does the fire symbolize?
Just as fire reveals things in darkness, may knowledge remove our ignorance. Just as fire rises up, may we commit ourselves to do virtuous deed and rise up. Just as fire gives us comfort and warmth, may we be generous to uplift everyone.
So how does Dev Yajnya cover all three aspects of Yajnya, Dev Puja, Sangatikaran, and Dan?
Sure, knowing that would certainly make sense at this point. Let us go back to the basic definition of word Dev. Who is a Dev? One who possesses divine qualities, one who has capacity to give, one who gives generously, selflessly, and without discrimination is called a Dev.
That means fire, ghee, samhita, and samagri all have divine qualities. Normally, we would not think so.
In context of Dev Yajnya, Dev Puja is understanding and accepting the fact that every natural object and resource created by Ishwar has divine qualities. Hence, it deserves our honor and respect. Dev Puja is limited to inert objects only.
This means that we should recognize and respect divine qualities of fire and Havi.
Correct. Sangatikaran is very important aspect of Dev Yajnya. It needs some clarification. When we skillfully bring two objects or elements together, it produces a new element, which is better and has more useful qualities for the benevolence of everyone. This is Sangatikaran. For example, 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen gives you a molecule of water. Hydrogen or oxygen atom by itself is not that beneficial. However, when they combine in an appropriate proportion, they result into a molecule of water. We all know that water is essential for survival of every living being.
Hence, with the control process, when Havi properly burns in fire, it produces gases to kill toxins from the air. This is Sangatikaran.
Not only that, if keeping two objects away from each other is good for everyone, then doing so is also Sangatikaran. For example, you would add sugar to your tea, not salt. So keeping salt away from your tea is also Sangatikaran. Earlier we have covered Dan in quiet details. Act of giving back to the society for the benevolence of every living being is Dan, where living includes all possible means by monetary, time or physically.
It all makes sense. Purified air as a result of performing Dev Yajnya is for everyone without any exception. Even performer of the Yajnya does not have control over it.
Now let us cover some benefits of performing Dev Yajnya. Would you like to start?
Sure. When like-minded people gather to perform Havan, they recite selected mantras from Vedic scriptures with an attitude of Swaha, meaning we offer from your heart with love and faith, and perform Havan with an attitude of Idanamama, which means I offer this oblations. It is not for me but for the benevolence of everyone. They ignite the fire in Havan Kund and intensify it with the help of ghee and samhita. Later they offer oblations of samagri, known as Havi. The mantras are recited, which includes praise of divine qualities of God and also to seek guidance, inspiration, and knowledge from Him, which in turn gives us blessings of peace and prosperity. At a physical level, it is a physical-chemical process whereby special wood, ghee, herbs, and incense are burned at a high temperature to purify the air. When Havi is sprinkled over hot burning fire, it produces gases that have fragrance and power of healing. When these gases permeate in the atmosphere, they cleanse the air and produce water vapors, which act as an anti-pollutant that kills harmful germs. When air and water are clean, the entire ecosystem has less pollution, and therefore grains, vegetation, and herbs become pure and free from contamination. Not only humans but plants and animals benefit from a pollution-free environment. Good, healthy food directly influences human health, that is, the mind, body, senses, and intellect, which ultimately leads to peace and prosperity. As our rishis have said, if everyone performs Dev Yajnya twice a day, we can effectively and economically keep the environment clean for the benefit of all living beings.
Very impressive. So what you said is, Dev Yajna is not just a prayer, nor is it limited to purifying the atmosphere. Yajna encompasses our daily life to purify mind, body and soul. The fire signifies too. Lead us forward and upward. Love to honor and respect wise ones. Faith in Ishwar. Besides the physical aspect of Yajna, three spiritual aspects that help us to stay on the path of Dharma include prayer to Ishwar to enlighten us by guiding and inspiring us to become virtuous. Commitment to purify and enlighten our soul to continue doing virtuous deeds. Honor and respect for learned people who give us knowledge and share their wisdom to help us live a virtuous life. Great way to conclude the topic. Become virtuous, continue doing virtuous deeds, help everyone to live a virtuous life. That, in true sense, is Dev Yajna.
That was all very interesting. I know you always have a quiz at the end of every presentation. Can I take the quiz to confirm my understanding?
Which of the following are aspects of Yajna? Keeping company of learned people, donating for good cause, respecting and honoring the divinity, all of the above.
Yajna has three aspects: Dev Puja, Sangatikaran, and Dan. Keeping the good company of learned people is Sangatikaran. Donating for good cause is obviously Dan. Respecting and honoring the divinity is nothing but Dev Puja. So all of the above. I lock my answer.
That was a correct answer. Which of the following are names of Brahm Yajnya? Yog, Sandhya, Dev Puja, Sandhya Upasana, Havi.
Dev Puja and Havi are obviously incorrect answers. Not sure of Yog. My answer is Sandhya and Sandhya Upasana. I lock my answer.
2 out of 2. Next, what is Dev Yajna? Personal prayer twice a day, daily attending Aarti at a temple, fire ceremony conducted by group of people, showing compassion towards all living beings, none of the above.
Showing compassion towards all living beings is Bali Vaishva Deva Yajna. Daily attending Aarti at temple does not qualify as Yajna. Personal prayer twice a day is Brahma Yajna. I lock my answer: fire ceremony conducted by a group of people.
You are doing good. Here is the final question. Dev Yajna without reciting mantra yields the same benefits. True or false?
Dev Yajna purifies the environment and our soul. Reciting mantras during Dev Yajna results into spiritual benefits. So not reciting mantras would mean we won't reap spiritual benefits. Hence, that statement is false.
Wow, that was excellent. You not only answered the questions correctly, but also explained the reasoning behind choosing the answer. I am sure our viewers also enjoyed taking the quiz. It was a pleasure working with you on this presentation. Many thanks to our viewers. For additional information, please read VDAT2 material. Reach out to us if you have any questions or doubts. We are always available to help you. Neil, thanks for your help. VDAT2 team is thankful for your participation in this task for spreading the Vedic wisdom. We both are grateful to Arya Pratinidhi Sabha of America for giving us this opportunity.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti